Right, hello everyone. Good morning. Right, day two of the first test between India and England. England are currently 263 for three after 89.3 overs at the end of the day one. Joe Root is on 128 not out. England lost a wicket on the last ball of the day yesterday. Sibley was LBW and out for 87. So Ben Stokes is the new batsman, and he's immediately on strike as the wicket was in the middle of the over. So Bumrah will be bowling the first three balls of the day as he finishes his over. If you're watching the stream, you can comment on the chat something to do with cricket, whether you support India, England, or if you're a neutral, and what you think's going to happen. You can subscribe to me, you can turn on your notifications, and you can like the video. That'd be great. Thank you. Right, they're about to start immediately, so I'll tell you what happens. Bumrah is bowling right arm round the wicket, and Ben Stokes, a left-handed batsman, plays a solid four defensive shots, so at least he's not out for a golden duck. I would have thought England today will and get towards a target of scoring 600 or 700 runs. If they're bowling by the end of the day, they've missed an opportunity. AS in the chat, what's up? I'm fine, thank you. How are you? Hope you're enjoying the stream. And if you're watching the match, I think you said you were in America yesterday. Why isn't Sibley batting? He was out. Last ball of the day, he was out LBW for 87 runs. So that over is completed without incident for England. Root will now face his first ball of the day. He's on 128. His personal target, I would have thought, would be to get to 200 now. I should say thanks, AS, for yesterday's comment that you were listening to my commentary, which is flattering, rather than your own commentary that the television provides. Right, Ashwin is bowling from the pavilion end. Yesterday he bowled 24 overs, two maidens, one wicket, 68 runs. I thought Ashwin bowled well yesterday. He's annoying commentators. Thanks. Yes, I'm better than the annoying commentators. Thank you. Ashwin bowls right arm over the wicket. Joe Root plays a solid defensive block. No run. Root plays an off drive, and England get a single. Are the Wolves doing good this year? Yes, I mean my channel name is it's meant to be a football channel. It still is, but I thought I'd do a live cricket watch along as something different. Yeah, they're doing okay. I think they're 14th in the league, but they're not too far off the top 10. Had a bit of the bad run recently, but they beat Arsenal the other day, so I think they'll stay up. I don't think they'll qualify for Europe. They'll probably finish in mid-table, I would have thought. Ashwin has completed his over. He had two men round Ben Stokes' bat, 64 for three after 91 overs. When Ashwin bowls his next over, I'll see how many men he's got round the bat for Ben Stokes if Ben Stokes is batting. I suspect he'll want to keep Stokes under pressure while Stokes has yet to settle into the game. India will want to bowl England out by the end of today. So Bumrah is going to continue to bowl from the gate end. Got two wickets yesterday, both of them LBWs. Lawrence without scoring for, for zero, or a duck, as it's known in cricket, and simply for 87. Bumrah bowls it straight at the stumps, a bit too straight, and Joe Root flicks it away on the leg side towards square leg or backwards square leg for a single. Channel 4, who are providing my TV coverage, are just giving an overview of the pitch. They say, and I agree, that it will spin quite a lot on days 4 and 5. We're currently on day 2, and I think in all consensus was that England did well to win the toss, and obviously, if you win the toss, they're going to bat, so they should have played in England. Yes. Oh, gosh, that was close. Bumwah bowls a Yorker straight towards Stokes' stump. Stokes digs it out, gets bat on it, and oh, it hits his bat pad and then just goes wide of leg stump, not out. Very close. Stokes hits a boundary off the last ball of the over. So England score 5 runs from the over. In the end, that was good over for England. 269 after 2 overs. I think it would be Root who's on strike now. Yeah, he's got 2 men round the back, not including the wicket keeper. So there's the wicket keeper that always happens. A first slip and a leg slip, just in case Roots gets an inside edge and the ball goes on the leg side. So off the 5th ball of the over, Roots gets a single down the leg side, hitting it towards square leg. So Stokes will face the final ball of the over from Ashwin. And yeah, he's got wicket keeper, obviously, first slip and civvy point, as it's called. One of my favourite fielding positions. Not personally, but just the name of it. Ashwin bowling right arm over the wicket to Stokes, the left-handed batsman who plays it away towards square leg. No run. That is the end of the over. So England got 1 single from that over. 270 for free after 93 overs. And Joe Root moves on to 131. He'll be on strike for the next ball. Bumrah is continuing to bowl from the gate end. Straight through to the wicket keeper. Nothing happens. Yeah, Bumrah, who's bowling currently, he's getting the ball to swing in towards the stumps, and I think yesterday the new ball is things just started to happen after India took the new ball when because the old ball wasn't doing anything yesterday. However, that's a good shot from Root, bit short, a bit wide, and Joe Root put put it to the boundaries. Down towards backward point. Yeah, it's a better ball from Bumrah. Joe Root plays a solid forward defensive block. And it bounces to a fielder, no run. Last ball, the over was a full toss. Root keeps it out. And then scored 4 runs from the over, so they are now 274 for free from 94 overs. Be looking well. They'll be looking overall for about 600 or 700, but more immediately they'll be looking to get to 300 soon. Ashwin is going to be bowling, and he's got a short leg and a first slip to help him try and get Ben Stokes out, as well as the wicket keeper. So there's, including the wicket keeper, there's 3 men round the bat. Oh, oh, brilliant. Stokes hits a 6 over mid on. Sorry, mid off. He's a left handed batsman. Mid off and long off. Jeffrey James Anderson. Thanks. I think. Okay. Yeah, I see what you mean. That's the end of the over. So England 280 for 3 from 95 overs. The last ball of the over there from Ashwin did spin, but Stokes didn't get anything on it and kept his balance so he wasn't stumped out. If it's spinning though, that would be good when England are bowling because they've got spinners in the team. From the gate end. Joe Root plays a solid defensive block, no run. Joe Root plays another defensive block. Right, at the end of the over, much happened. 280 for three from 96 overs, maiden over. Maiden over is just simply an over that a batsman doesn't score any runs from. Ashwin is still going to be bowling from the pavilion end. Stokes is on strike and he's got what's a dot ball. Quite simply, a dot ball is a ball where there's no run, there's no wicket, basically nothing happens in the ball. So effectively, a dot ball is a zero. But in terms of scoring the match, it'll just be put down as a dot, sort of a full stop, as the score is it's just easier to write a dot. So basically, oh god, my throat. If I say it's a dot ball, that just means nothing has happened at all. I think it's fair to say in cricket, in Test cricket anyway, not so much for one day in 2020 cricket, but the majority of balls in Test cricket are dot balls more than any of the other things that can happen put together. And another maiden over. England are 280 for three after 97 overs. Right, Eisen Sharma is going to be replacing Bumwa. So yesterday, Eisen rolled 15 overs, got no wickets, but conceded 27 runs. That isn't actually too bad in the economy rate. First ball, nothing happens. The ball gets flicked towards Gully. No run. So India at the moment have got England stuck on 280. England has better stadiums, to be honest, and they could have fans in England too. India appeal for an LBW. It's not given out by the umpire. Are they considering a review? No, they're not. It'll take a while for us to see a replay of it. The, I think they probably suspected it was going down the leg side, so it was not going to hit the stumps. Let's see. All tracker is on. Oh, no, we're going to have to wait a bit for the ball tracking replay. I honestly don't think we could have fans in England at the moment, to be honest, AS. Government have put us into a national lockdown situation. Let's see. I'll comment on that in a minute. Right, wickets was missing, so it was not out. So India were wise not to use the review. Is there COVID in England? Yes. Right, that's a maiden over. England 280 for free after 98 overs. Elite sport has continued in England. So the Premier League, which is the professional football league here, the rugby, which is one of the other main sports, cricket, as they've all continued at the elite level, but there's no fans in any of the stadiums at the moment. Whether we have better stadiums than India. Certainly, our stadiums are a lot smaller in terms of cricket stadiums. Whether that means that whether they're better or not, I don't know. Right, Ashwin is bowling, Stokes is batting. And Stokes plays it down towards fine leg to get a single. Yes, I'm cheating. I've got a list of fielding positions on my computer just to help me with where the ball goes, because I don't think many people will know, casual fans, what every fielding position is. Now, the biggest stadium in cricket for England is about 30,000, I think, which is Lord's Cricket Ground. Whereas in India and in Australia, they have absolutely massive cricket grounds where you can get up to 100,000 in. Yeah, 30,000 is Lords. I've just looked it up. Do English people care about cricket still? I'll say yes, they do. Well, it's the end of the over. So England, I'll just update the score before continuing that conversation. Yeah, they do. I think there is such a domination towards football now in England, um, that but it does get overlooked. That and the fact is that uh, cricket on television in England is often shown on a subscription channel where you have to pay monthly to watch it. This is different because it is on a basic terrestrial channel, and therefore, if as long as you've got a TV, which almost everyone in England has, you can watch the match. So, um, and then the COVID situation hasn't helped, although that's obviously affected everything. I certainly think people do care about cricket. What about soccer on TV or association football, just simply known as football? Um, yeah, everyone loves football here. There's a match between two of the leading football teams in England recently on TV, Manchester United and Liverpool, and the audience was about 12 million, and there's only 60 million in the country. So it was one of the highest rated TV shows when two of the most popular football teams were playing against each other. We've got a lot of, I mean, the Football League and the Premier League are on television on subscription channels, but a few matches have been shown free to air. And then the cup competitions are always on free to air TV, as well as the England national team whenever they play. So there's quite a lot of football on free to air TV, even if the main league itself isn't. And then we have in England got a rugby tournament going on called the Six Nations because there are Six Nations involved in it. And that will be exclusively on free to air television, so everyone can watch every match of that. Incidentally, in England at the moment, apart from the COVID situation, junior cricket clubs are thriving at the moment in England. There's probably over 100 youngsters at my local cricket club, and a few miles down the road to the second most local cricket club, there's probably over 100 youngsters there as well. Right, England are going for a quick single. Who are the 6 nations that play rugby? England, Scotland, Wales and Ireland, France and Italy. England take a quick single, so they've got 2 runs from the over. And final dot ball to end the over. 284 for free after $100 overs. Root is on 137 and Stokes is on 12. England have added on 21 runs from the morning, from the start of the day today, scoring at 2 runs and over exactly at the moment in this session. So that is quite a slow scoring rate actually, but it is okay. It's okay for the match situation we're in. Stokes has whacked it away on the offside, but there's a fielder there, so he doesn't score a run for it. Stokes plays a sweep slog for 4, rolls not along the ground, but bounces along the ground on the leg side towards sort of deep square leg. So England are 288 for free. Oh, India are changing their field in response to that. They're putting their fielder just where Ben has done that. He still gets a single there anyway. Joe Root blocks the ball, rolls straight back to the bowler. Final single 20 over with. So England scored 6 runs from the over. That's good over for England. 290 for free after 101 overs. Joe Root now moves on to 138. He has personally added 10 runs this morning. Stokes 17. So England 27 runs this morning. I usually look to see if a team can score 100 runs in a session. England will be well short of that if the scoring rate continues like this, but it doesn't matter too much because they've already got 263 runs from yesterday to add on. So oh, right. I saw say a stifled appeal for an LBW appeal for Joe Root to be out, but the umpire gave it not out, and India did not use their DRS review. Each team has got 3 reviews at the start of the innings. India still have 3 left. England only 2 because they wasted one yesterday. You might as well use them up if you need to, but India thought it was probably going down the leg side, so they've not used it. Yeah. Ball tracker has come on for me on Channel 4, and it says it's missing just about. So India were wise not to use a review there. Final ball of the over. Root blocks it again. No run. It's the end of the over. So England are 290 for free. The 102 overs was a maiden over. It's going to reposition us. So, yeah. Bright blue sky and a hot day in India. And contrast to here, where at the moment it's still pitch black. England have scored this partnership for the fourth wicket is 27 runs off 75 balls, according to Channel 4, which it is. And the majority of those balls have been dot balls. Shahbaz Nadeem is bowling from the pavilion end for India. So India are changing their bowler. He hasn't scored any wickets yet in this match. Right, Stokes plays a switch hit reverse sweep sort of stroke. And it goes towards backward point or fly slip. Stokes tucks it away on the leg side and towards square leg / mid wicket, more mid wicket region, and England take a single. Stokes moves on to 18. Joe Root sweeps it away on the offside. That's a 4. Oh dear, bad fielding from the Indian player there. Maybe I'm being a bit harsh. It may have been a bit unlucky. Root moves on to 142 anyway, so he's approaching his 150. And England scored 5 runs from that over, so that was a good over for us. England are 295 for free at the end of the 103rd over. I would have thought this would be the last over before we have a drinks break. So England will want to see this over out. And then if they do that, they scored 32 runs this morning. Ben Stokes has moved on to 18. Joe Root to 142. Stokes plays it on the leg side, wide of it's 4 for England. The fielder sort of dived and flicked it over the rope. Goes towards long on. England move to 299, getting closer to the 300 mark. Hi from KJLJ. Hi. Are you watching the match? This time Stokes plays an off drive and it goes for 4 again. This time towards point. And that means that England have moved on to 300 runs. So England are 303 for 3. Stokes has now moved on to 26. The camera shakes a lot. Oh, okay, sorry. Try not to do that. AS has is saying to KJL that he has a complaint for everything. Well, yeah, I'm not a professional watch along viewer. The camera is no more sophisticated than the webcam that's built into the laptop, and I can't be bothered to edit my video because let's face it, apart from those watching the live stream now, who's going to watch this later on? Probably no one. So it's not worth watching it. Beware of Corona. I'm Korean. Begs the question. How do you know so? Are you interested in cricket if you're Korean? Because that is not one of the countries that I'm aware that plays cricket. I had COVID. It isn't too bad. Final ball before the drinks break. I'm going to try and reposition the camera so that the camera doesn't shake as much. That might actually be better. So England have scored 40 runs from this morning's first hour. They haven't lost any more wickets. And Stokes is on 26 with Joe Root, adding 14 to his overnight tally. So Joe Root is on 142. Yes. England has got a lot of cases at the moment, or, well, it's the UK, really. Vaccine is there now, so it doesn't matter. Cheer, wish you health. Yes, the vaccine is there. Remains to be seen how effective it is, especially as we've got all these variants of the virus. What Korea are you from? North or South? I'm going to guess he's from South Korea. Just simply because. Right, I've had the drinks break. Nadeem is bowling. And Root is batting. Joe Root tucks the ball away for a single, so on Joe Root's on 143 now. Stokes plays a flick over the top and gets 2 runs from it. Moves on to 28. Sort of flick over fine leg, really. Well, really more sort of leg slip. Is there still a divided country? Yes, I know that there is still between North and South Korea. This time now Stokes has tucked it away for a single. So England have scored 4 runs from this over. And now Joe Root gets another single. So England are 308 to 3. 105 overs. No, the IRA are not still around. This is on 144 now. Ashwin's bowling again for India. He's changed ends this time. Did he have a seizure in the middle of his throw? I think he did. Joe Root gets another single with 4 people watching. So if you want to comment in the chat about the cricket, you can subscribe to me, turn on your notifications, and like the video. That'd be appreciated. Two singles in that over. This pitch is so bad. Advantage England, laugh out loud. Yes, I agree. We have certainly got the advantage. 310 for free after 106 overs. You saying the pitch is bad? I mean it's quite flat, I'm assuming. And I think this pitch will only get worse for the batting team and will provide more spin as the game goes on. And I think England have picked 2 spinners in the team, so Stokes has played a sweep again, up in the air but safe, and gets a single. Wanted to go to the UK but is ruined by the virus. Bad luck, and I hope you get to go to the UK soon. It's a single again. So we scored 2 runs from that over. 112 for free after 107 overs. Brooks moves on to 146 not outs. And Joe Root hits a single for the offside. England have now got a 50 partnership for the 4th wicket. And overnight, adding 50 runs onto the score, England are now 313 for free. And well, actually, 50 runs off 106 balls is not too bad. Almost a run every 2 balls, which sounds slow. Isn't too bad in Test cricket. And the if England bat all day, which they will hope to do, the scoring rate will increase as the day goes on. Oh, I don't believe it. Right, India are appealing for LBW. The umpire has given it not out. India have used one of their reviews. Definitely not out. So, just to explain that, Ben Stokes was trying to play a reverse sweep. It hit his glove, which counts as part of his bat. So, if it hits the glove and it's caught by a fielder, it is out. However, the ball bounced safe, and then India appealed for an LBW, which it was never going to get. Which India's a country, which India were never going to get. So that is the end of the over. That's fine. Here, the camera might shake a bit, but England are 330 for free. Benefits. They've scored 50 runs this morning. Oh, right. India have appealed again for an LBW appeal. The umpire's given not out. India have used another review. It's hit the pad, definitely not hit the bat. Is it going to hit the wickets? Oh, I think it's out. Right, Root is on 147. Now swept it on the leg side for a single. Why did the ball bounce so high? I really couldn't tell you. A lot of LBW. Right, a rough guide to LBW appeals, if it's going over the top of the stumps, is if it hits the batsman at his knee or below, it's going to probably hit the stumps. If it's above the knee, it's probably going to bounce over the stumps. It's a rough guide to LBW appeals. So that that LBW appeal that India referred, it's hit Joe Root above his knee. So you can probably guess that it's going to go over the top of the stumps. That is the end of the over. I will just type in the score. It is quite amazing the ball can bounce that high in such a short distance, but it can. Um, and a lot of LBW appeals are like that. Joe Root tucks it away to point on the offside, and England get another single. Joe Root moves on to 149. Okay, so Channel 4 just showing a replay of the ball in the last over, of one of the balls in the last over. Right, Joe Root, 149. He's not hit a single. As I would have caught that. So there's, yeah, caught and bowled chance. Very difficult because it was coming back at him very quickly. Channel 4 just showed a replay earlier of a ball that hit the rough and bounced up to Ben Stokes. So that would be interesting when England bowl. Right, end of over. England on a 316 for free after 110 overs. 32 not out. Half an hour left of the morning session, about. Not out, surely. Right. Stokes has hit a shot on the leg side for 2 runs, which could have been caught out. So he's had two. He's been dropped twice now. And Joe Root gets his 150. So that is a brilliant innings from Joe Root. He will now be looking to get to 200 himself personally. That's what Stokes has been aiming for continuously for the last few minutes. A 6 over deep mid wicket or deep square leg, more mid wicket. And England scored 10 runs from that over. Joe Root getting to his 150. As I said, he wants to get to 200. Stokes is at 41 now with that 6. So he's approaching his own 50 as well. Root hits another single down the leg side towards the mid-on region. Another single for Stokes. Chance of a run out for Joe Root. Two runs from that over. Two singles. The vast majority of runs that England have scored are singles or boundaries. They've not scored any 2 runs or 3 runs today. Ha ha ha. One of Stokes, good night, Ace. One of Stokes' favourite shots is the shot he's just played and he's hit it to the boundary. The sort of switch hit reverse sweep, and it's gone to point because he's playing it on the offside. And the ball just flies to the boundary. He's gone for the same again. And he's done the same again. It's gone exactly the same place with a switch hit reverse sweep, gone towards point, and he's got his half century. Almost in no time at all. So 50 not 8 for Stokes. So that's a very useful 50 from Stokes. And England have moved on to 336 for free. It's the end of the over. England are 336 for free after 113 overs. Two hundred and 333, 73, 37. Right. England have just got a 74 run partnership now for the 4th wicket. Joe Root moves on to 152 not out. That's the end of the over. England scored one single from that over. So, 337 for free after 114 overs. Washington Sundar is now going to bowl. So far in the match, uh, got he's bowled 12 overs, no wickets for 55 runs conceded. So England have, oh gosh, ball bounces up and hits Joe Root on the glove. Finally, Joe Root tucks it away for a single on the leg side. End of the over. England score a single from it. So they are 338 for free at the end of 115 overs. Right, Bumrah is bowling. He's bowling first thing this morning. He's just coming on now before lunch. He's got 2 wickets in the match, 2 for 49. Both of the wickets he got yesterday. India have not took a single wicket today yet. And Joe Root, he bowls straight at the stumps, Bumrah, and Joe Root tucks it away on the leg side towards fine leg for a single. It's down the leg side from the bowler. Stokes tucks it away on the leg side to fine leg and runs through for a single. Oh, 260. Oh, Bumrah bowls a Yorker at Joe Root and he digs it out so it doesn't hit the stumps. England Get 2 runs off the over, 340 for free after 116 overs. Last over scoring 2 runs. There's 11 minutes left before lunch, so I would guess that India will get 3 overs in. An over takes about 4 minutes, so I think there'll be 3 overs before lunch. So Sundar will be bowling now. Right arm round the wicket to Ben Stokes, the left-handed batsman. Stokes plays a defensive shot, which goes straight back to the bowler. Yeah, another defensive shot from Stokes. This time Stokes slogs the ball or sweeps the ball towards co corner on the leg side. And it goes straight to the boundary for 4 runs for England. Stokes moves on to 55. Stokes hits another boundary. England scored 8 off that over, and after 117 overs, England are now 348 for free. Are England doing well? Yes, they are. They're 348 for free after 117 overs. They will be looking to get a score of about 600 to 700 by the end of the innings. So they'll be trying to be bat all day today. Two overs left before the lunch break, I would have thought. Joe Root runs through for a quick single. Is Joe Root going to hit 200? I don't know. I'm guessing he will. If I had to predict, if you had to say yes or no, I think he will. Stokes places it on the leg side again and gets another boundary. England hit the 350 mark, 353 for free. Stokes moves on to 63, and there's been 90 runs scored in this session. Stokes going to hit 100. Well, logic would say that, yeah, Stokes and Root are both playing so well, it doesn't look like they're ever going to get out, but $353 for free. England are after 118 overs. This, I think, will be the last over of the session before lunch, or is it going to be? Oh dear me, no. Correct that. So England are actually 354 for free after 118 overs. The last over was 6 runs for England with a no ball as well. Do you think India has a chance? I wouldn't have thought they would have winning. They might draw the match. Sundar bowling to Root. Root is on 155 not out. Joe Root gets another single. Probably football. Last ball of the session. And it's blocked. England are 355 for free. There are 190 movers. Assuming, yep. Root is on 156 routes. And Stokes on 63 route. So, England end the session 355 for free after 119 overs. They got 92 runs in the session, so a good session for England. Root moves on to 156 not out. Stokes played well for his half century and is now on 63 not out. So that's going to complete the stream, I think. I'll be back after lunch. If you liked the video, please like the video. If you want to, you can subscribe to me and turn on your notifications. And comment down below if YouTube allows comments, but don't spam the comments, I'll just delete them. Okay, thanks for watching and see you after lunch. Bye.